Hello again, everyone. Father Joe Nazzle from Sonino Mission House in Berkeley. A few reflections on this Sunday's readings, the Feast of Christ the King, the last Sunday of the Church's year. The sacristan at the parish where I was giving a retreat was responsible for setting up the environment each evening, and on the night that we would focus on the cross, he showed us this large cross that they placed in the center of the sanctuary on their Good Friday service. Then, after moving the cross into place, he asked us, "Do you want a crown of thorns with that?" We laughed because he sounded like the guy behind the counter at McDonald's asking if we wanted fries with our hamburgers. But it made us reflect. Can we have a cross without the crown of thorns? No extra charge, same violence, same value. The price is right. The cross comes with all the rest, scourging at the pillar, crowning with thorns, the humiliation of being stripped and whipped and mocked and hung out to die. Yes, we said, we'll take the crown of thorns with that cross. You know, on this Feast of Christ the King, Jesus stands before Pilate for interrogation. It's a powerful scene in John's Gospel that occurs just before Jesus is sentenced to death. The difference between Pilate and Jesus is striking. Pilate is this mid-level politician, and he's trying to cover his backside and protect his position in the eyes of the Romans. Jesus is this radical rabbi who's been betrayed by his own people and handed over by jealous religious leaders. One can almost hear Pilate sneer in response to Jesus, the Christ, the King's speech about his kingdom not belonging to this world. "Oh, then you are a king," Pilate asked with more than a hint of sarcasm. "You say that I'm a king," Jesus says. "For this I was born, for this I came into the world, to testify to the truth. Everyone who belongs to the truth hears my voice." Jesus' response to Pilate raises an important question as we approach the end of the liturgical year and prepare to begin a new year next week with the season of Advent. The question is one we ask many times during the course of our lives. Who am I? Who are we? You know, it's like the story of this rich and powerful man who stopped by a security guard. "Who are you?" the security guard asks. "And what is your business here?" And the man, who's not used to being interrogated, is startled by the question. And then the man asks the security guard, "What are you being paid for this?" And he offers the security guard twice the amount of money he's presently being paid to come and work for him. "But what would I need to do to earn such a large salary?" the security guard asks. And the man answered, "Every time you see me, I want you to ask me, who are you and what is your business here?" You see, it's easy to forget who we are and why we're here. But the question flows from Pilate's question to Jesus in the gospel. His interrogation of Jesus begins with the question, "Who are you? What have you done?" These are good questions to ask at the beginning of the day or the end of one's life. Who am I? What have I done with my life? A similar question was posed by a good friend a few years ago. We were having a drink or two and musing about life and the state of the union and the state of the community and the church. And waxing philosophically, my friend wondered if our lives have made any difference in the community. In a sense, he was asking, have we fulfilled our purpose in life? What is our purpose in life? Why were we born? That's basically the question Jesus answers as he stands before Pilate. Pilate is this political pawn, but Jesus' response is intriguing. His purpose in life, he tells Pilate, is to testify to the truth. "For this I was born. For this I came into the world, to testify to the truth." What is my truth? What is your truth? What is the truth that shapes our lives? How am I living my truth? How am I fulfilling my purpose in life? The truth was staring Pilate in the face, but he could not see the truth. He could not hear the truth because he was so preoccupied with his own position. He was so fearful of losing face in the front of the religious leaders he had worked with, and they might report him then to his superiors back in Rome, that instead of standing up for his principles, he gave in to the mob mentality. Pilate's life was a lie, and so he could not see or face the truth standing before him. Pilate symbolizes all those who are willing to sell their souls to save their seats of power or privilege or position. He's the symbol of all who compromise their vision or their values to save their own skin. Pilate is the poster boy for cowardice in leadership. Rather than stand by his own convictions and risk losing his position, he follows the prevailing current of public opinion and hands Jesus over to be crucified. For his part, Jesus denies that he's a king, in the sense that Pilate, at least, in his limited imagination, understands the power or authority. Jesus does say, however, that if he were a king, in the sense that Pilate understands it, his followers would rise up and defend him. And I wonder if that gave Jesus a little pause as he wonders, where are they now? Where are my friends and followers? Why are they not here to defend me? But Jesus says his kingdom is not here. It's not of this world, because he was teaching his followers a way of life that is really out of this world. Jesus came into the world to testify to the truth, and anyone committed to the truth hears his voice. The concept of truth has come under attack in recent years in lies both big and small that have been sown like seeds in so many fields, from politics to religion, from healthcare to business, from education to the environment. And they've grown into these weeds that threaten the harvest of justice. As followers of Christ, the truth that sets us free, may we have the courage to stand before the powers of this world who promote the lies and hold them and each other accountable to the truth. And we do this by being faithful witnesses to the truth that is Christ, whose vision of a new heaven and a new earth is revealed yet again in the first reading from the prophet Daniel, where all peoples, nations, and languages come together in peace. Have a blessed Thanksgiving. May our gratitude for God's blessings extend to all, as we thank God for giving us purpose in life and the courage to fulfill that purpose. Take good care. Be safe. Blessings to you and your family.